Right. So, as far as the payment solutions are concerned, because we have discussed about the payment solutions, especially claim payment related stuff, either it can be in healthcare environment or it can be property casualty insurance. Claim payments is what something which normally we do. So, in regard to the payment solutions are concerned, when there are any payments in context to the claim adjudication, once the claim adjudication done, the claim payments and settlements. For that, there are different payment solutions which normally we use. So there are different products which are available in context to the payment solutions which are required for healthcare insurance companies, payer level organizations, either in the healthcare side or it can be in property and casualty insurance side. It's always important for us to develop some payment gateway architecture, right? So understanding about the payment gateway architecture is required for a domain people who wants to learn payments domain. First point, people who are learning payment domain is required. This understanding of this is needed. Payment gateway architecture is needed. Next, people who are working on the healthcare environment, especially in the business analysis side, all that, when they want to understand about the healthcare payment solutions, or people whoever belongs to property and casualty insurance, claim settlements, claim payment related stuff, understanding the technical aspects of payment gateway is always needed. So understanding about the payment gateway architecture, what are the major points which are essentially needed to develop a payment gateway architecture is needed, because now and then it's not only about the functional elements uh, of the expertise. It's not only about the functional expertise, but also technical expertise from the architecture level point of view is also becoming essentially required for many of the uh, profiles. Either it can be a business analyst profile or it can be of any other profiles. So before I am getting into the explanation about the payment architecture, what are the major points which are involved in payment gateway architecture? That is what something which I'm explaining. So these are the four major points will be taken into consideration. When we are developing an architecture for a payment solution, either it can be the healthcare payments or it can be property casualty, P&C insurance payment solutions. The first one should be taken into account is called user experience, because people are from different regions, right? So when we are developing any payment features, it must be provide some user experience to the people whoever are located in different regions across places. Across cross-border payments is what something which normally we need to provide. So different countries, different regions people were located, end users. So providing user experience when we are developing a payment solution for any of the customer is the one criteria we need to see. At the same time, whatever the features are we going to develop should have that accessibility to do that. Next, we need to understand the different compliance rules, because whatever the compliance standards, rules and regulations, one has to understand. And the kind of standards that are included, something like either it can be GDPR standards or PCI DSS standards, which are majorly to operate legally. What are the compliance requirements, rules and regulations which are to be considered to provide payment solutions? This is also one of the key and important element or a point to be taken into account. The third one about the fraud detection, right? So because there are different advanced verification systems which we are using in order to detect the frauds in context to the payment related stuff, if there is any kind of duplications we have, right? So detecting the frauds, at the same time whatever the AML practices we have, right? So which is in connect to the anti-money laundering practices, right? So this also one of the key and important element from the fraud detection point of view or fraud prevention point of view. When we are developing payment solutions, when creating a payment gateway architecture, this is also one of the key and important element, one to be focused. Next, it must support the multi-currency, because whenever we are developing a financial and technical applications, so end of the day, users required or end users need some kind of cost which is to be saved to them. That must be the higher priority, one of the higher priority, you can say. Either it can be different currencies, like either it can be euro, it can be US dollars, right? So different currencies. When we are doing global payments, it can be of any currency, to matter to the fact and all. It can be of any currencies and all. So which majorly supports, right? So how are we providing cost reduction to the customer? Because operational cost, reducing the operational cost must be a beneficial point when we are providing a payment solutions to any customer. Either it can be a healthcare payer or it can be an P&C insurance payer. So providing some cost, reducing the cost, so that it will be more beneficial for them to take our payment solutions, and they can use those payment solutions in their site. So at the same time, it must be enabled and it must support multiple currencies across the globe. So this also something which has to be taken into consideration. So these are the major 4 points we need to consider when you are providing any payment solutions for any of the customer requirements. We are developing any products, right? So payment solution products from the architectural point of view, because when we are developing a high level design of the solution, when we are developing a design of the application, architecture must be inbuilt in it. We need to create a solution architecture. We need to create a gateway architecture in that. So to create a gateway architecture, these are the 4 major points to be considered when we are developing a solution. This is highly useful for the people who are into the technical side or who are into the functional side of BA roles or something, or as people who are learning payment domain knowledge, who wants to acquire some payment domain knowledge or to have some technical understanding. This is all required for the people, especially this is as in when I mentioned you, because payment solutions, we are providing payment solutions by developing a product for healthcare payments, claim processing, whenever there is a claim processing. At the same time, even P&C insurance also, like general insurance, life annuity, marine insurance, for everything. So this is all about the session. So if you have any questions, please go ahead.